This is like a mix of Delver and Reanimate. It's kind of sweet. Uses Entomb as like a toolbox type card, which is kind of awesome. Lost the die roll here for the first match. Pretty easy redraw here. No lands. Nothing makes you appreciate Hex like mulliganing no landers into no landers into no landers. And so this hand's a good example of mulliganing theory. The question you want to ask yourself when you look at a hand like this is what's more likely to happen? Am I more likely to hit with this hand, or am I more likely to win on a mulligan lower? Did you put the lands in, right? Good question. I think I want to play Deathrite Shaman on one here. All right, that's pretty good for us. Get on a Brainstorm here. Okay, so I'm going to put this Young Pyromancer back. Knight666, if you open your Discord app in your web browser and go to your user settings, there's a attached account. You want to link your Discord account with your subscribed Twitch account, and then the server will pop up automatically for you. What else do I want to put back here? It might just be this probe, right? Well, getting a chance to see their hand seems pretty fortunate. Do we just not want the Reanimate? Getting the Griselbrand seems like a good way to cheese them out, but we could just win this game by going wide with Pyromancer. Honestly, maybe we go Reanimate Pyromancer back. Just gonna do this, and then do this, then exile this. I'm gonna shoot this Heritage Druid now. And I'm gonna wait a turn to play this Probe because I would like to get a token off it with my Young Pyromancer. I guess I could have saved a point of damage here by waiting on that. Grab a Badlands here in case we draw a Lightning Bolt. Start with this. Gas the Busted card. Probably have like a natural order, right? Nissa Vital Force. Sure. No idea. This is literally our first match with this deck. I want to brainstorm, or do I want to ponder? I'm looking for a reanimate at this point, right? So I probably want to ponder. I mean, Magic's about knowing decks. It's not really something that's like super exclusive to Legacy. I think I'm gonna any order shuffle these. Pass the turn here. Judge, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card in here. The nice thing is we can brainstorm and then use the Entomb to clear it next turn. Oh my god! Oh, I'm so dumb! Oh, I'm so dumb! We could have Entombed for a Cabal Therapy and taken their Nissa away. This deck is, yep, knowing lines. Legacy's not about knowing your deck at all, right? Oh no! We could have Entombed for Cabal Therapy and taken the Nissa Vital Force away. Now we have to try and beat this Nissa Vital Force. Tilt. I was so focused on this being a Reanimate card that, like, I wasn't focused on it being a utility card. Tilt. Tilt. Legacy is crazy. It's any card. Just go bin something. Pick your favorite and throw it away. At least this elemental says gain 5. Man. Saw it a little bit too late. Looking for a Reanimate here. Another Deathrite Shaman tapped. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. I'm going to put this deep analysis back. I'm going to put this Entomb back. So, am I supposed to ship all 3 of these into the Nissa Vital Force here? Most elf decks have a second Dryad Arbor, right? Do most elf decks have a second Dryad Arbor? Yeah, they usually play 2. So even if I ship with all of these into Nissa, they're just gonna, like, crack this fetch, and then, like, I'm trading my Pyromancer for 2 Dryad Arbors. Is trading my Pyromancer and my 2 Elemental tokens for Dryad Arbors worthwhile? I almost feel like it's not. I think I'm just gonna pass here. If they want to ult this, they can ult this. We're 1 hit point short on being able to draw with this Griselbrand. Of course, they have a Deathrite Shaman in play too, so we're really more than that. We're like 10 out of 10 easily won this game without giving them a Nissa. Man, we're just playing Legacy on hard mode today, huh? It's like skipping our first turns, letting our opponents have 5 mana Planeswalkers. Reanimate's a messed up card. It's not that messed up, though. They're gonna have to draw like 3 cards here. They could just hit natural order and kill us, which maybe that's a reason to pressure the Nissa. It like takes their Dryad Arbor off the table and makes them use this fetch, so it cuts them off of a draw. And like natural order is maybe not lethal then. It didn't actually count. If they don't hit natural order this turn, we're gonna be fine. They could also go Cradle into Behemoth. Equinox! Great stream. Keep up the good content. 5 months. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. We're probably dead here. And I deserve to die like we gave... Oh, just another Nissa. Yeah, that's fine, right? This just kills this. I guess they could untap this and kill us here. It's like, why? Why not just play the card and kill me? I don't understand. Green Sun Zenith here. Could have Green Sun Zenith for Craterhoof now. They have 9 mana. I don't understand what they're doing. But to Green Sun Zenith, just like did a bunch of stuff anyways. Sure, why do we use the Deathrite Shaman? I mean, yeah, I knew we were dead to the hoof. I think so. We made 2 mistakes that game. I should have won Entombed for the Nissa, and I should have pressured the Nissa when I had the chance to afterwards, I think. It's definitely a Marsh Casualties and an Elesh matchup. We basically never want Griselbrand over Elesh, so let's board that out. Like an okay Collective Brutality matchup. A lot of times they have extra things in their hand. Daze is pretty bad against this deck. They generate a lot of mana. Can I support Force still if I cut the Dazes is a question? I'm a little bit light on blue cards with this configuration. It's probably fine. Got the Collective Brutality and leaving a Daze to make the blue count a little bit higher. If this is a Dark Confidant matchup, they don't really have removal. That seems pretty mediocre. A mulligan. Sounds much better. Like, I think we're looking for just like Pyromancer or fast Reanimate start. We managed to 5-0 with the Chandra Tribal deck, and just a good shout out if you missed the Chandra Tribal Legacy action or you didn't catch all of it. My YouTube channel is linked down below. You can catch 100% of my stream archives on there. I break them up by deck and by format. We got top here Cabal Therapy. Sounds great. Turn 3 Therapy might be a little slow. We'll see. Deathrite Shaman cannot be countered. Grab a Volk here, cast this Pyromancer, cast this Probe. Yep. Hey, he's a cute kid. I have not. Alright, what you got, opponent? Show me 6 cards. This is a touch awkward. And honestly, maybe we're supposed to save... Maybe I'm supposed to save the probe for a turn in this matchup. Because, like, they're gonna get to vomit their hand out here. And, like, I'm not gonna know any of the cards in their hand next turn. Guess I can brainstorm away this Cabal Therapy. It's not the stone worst. No, I don't have anything too interesting or out of the ordinary for standard to start. I'm probably just going to start with just the format defaults. Like, level 0 is going to be the Teamer energy, followed by some form of pirates and some form of dinosaurs. I think, playing control doesn't sound very good in a new format. Pirates seem, they do seem really, really weak, I agree. The dinosaur mid-range, like, monster style deck seems like it got a lot of good support, though. The 5-drop that makes a 3/3 and gives your other dinosaurs haste is very good. Oh, they want to leave up Deathrite Shaman to not get reanimated here. Sweet, that's so good for us. Cast this Cabal Therapy here. Snake, they have another Deathrite Shaman in their hand. They have Deathrite Shaman Heritage Druid right now, so I'm gonna name Deathrite Shaman. They gave me a search box. Holy crap. They did it. There's an actual search box that I get to type text into. What a huge quality of life improvement. God bless you, Magic Online. Who says you can't get better with age? That's kind of insane. All right, we gotta flash this back right away so my opponent can't, I guess they don't have black mana. I don't understand. Do I want the Glimpse or do I want the Heritage Druid? Probably just want the Glimpse, right? Buy MTGO stock, right? Let's brainstorm here. Goes back for now. Go ahead and fetch Badlands here. Just gonna go ahead and pass. It's a little awkward that Pendelhaven keeps our Dorkos at bay. Bolt this now. Let's get it gone. There's that. Probably see a Heritage Druid come down. Actually not in that good of a spot here. Mostly because of this Pendelhaven. Okay. Just passing the turn here. It's likely a Dryad Arbor. This card we know about in their hands. They have 2 unknowns at this point. I don't know if they want to play Lightning Strike or not. Harness Energy definitely has pretty big upside. A better bet a Gabe, right? Hold on to that for now. Hold on to that for now. Fatal push, you say. Well, at their end step, we could just go like push, kill 2 guys, and then untap. The problem is this gets another Dryad Arbor. Alpha plus bolt the Pendelhaven target. Do I just reanimate their Deathrite Shaman here? Like it's gonna kill them pretty quickly, right? Crack with the squad. Squad goals. We could randomly die to a Crater Hoof here still, right? Maybe? I don't actually know. The best way to sell it. The best is subjective. The fastest way to sell it is to buy list it. Just send the box to someone that's going to take all of the cards off your hands. The most efficient way to get the most money out of your investment is to piecemeal it off, probably on Magic trade groups, but that's tedious and a long time and annoying, and you have to deal with like individual Magic players. Anyone who's dealt with individual Magic players know that in general is probably a miserable experience. So I'm lazy and I just want to buy list my stuff, so I do that. I don't care about speed, I want the most money. You gotta piecemeal it out. Take the time and send it out to a bunch of different places. Looks a bit. Seems pretty mediocre, right? It's got Entomb, but it doesn't have a Reanimator. It's got Force, but it doesn't have a blue card. This is just too slow on the draw. It doesn't do much. Seems fine. Non-land, non-cantrip here. Like, not exciting, but... eh. Someone talked about cutting deep analysis for Collective Brutality. So we actually had 2 hands in a row here where, like, we have Force with no blue card. And that's actually pretty common in this deck, because we don't have that many actual blue cards to go with it. I'm just going to go ahead and grab Underground Sea here, and then push this off a cliff. Doesn't die to Marsh Casualties anyway, so I don't feel bad about, like, not getting value later. The Ponder pitches to the Force, but realistically, we're going to Ponder for a second land next turn. Hopefully, we just hit the Black Source naturally like a Lucker and get to, oh no! Oh no, that one doesn't die to my thing. Ponder for a land, please. Ding, ding, ding. Just Gonna play this and pass the turn. I'd like to draw that Gitaxian Probe next turn. We're gonna continue playing Guidance because it's better than Arcane Focus anyways, Penta. I am shilling the Deep Anal for Immortal Echoes this league for sure. 10 out of 10, Deep Anal shilling. Doesn't love a deep anal shilling between friends, really. We've actually kind of left myself. Okay, so no, I didn't punt. No, that's fine. They could just like go off and kill us here, basically, right? We might just be burning this casualties next turn. One of the most unfortunately named Magic cards. If they play another 1-drop here that dies, if they play another card here that dies to the casualties, probably just gonna fetch Badlands to do that next turn. Oh, what are we supposed to do here? I have the force up. I know there's a... Oh, I don't know that there's a Brainstorm on top of my deck if I fetch and cast the Pyromancer, though. Is the problem. I get to kill these 3 if I just casualties this turn. I think that's worthwhile. I think that's worthwhile. I think I want to just clear the board up. Keep their pressure in check. This is technically a 2-for-1. It's taking the Visionary off the table too, but like this replaced itself when it came down, so really generating value when we get this casualty off of the Visionary. Like 2-for-1, keep their board contained a little bit. Seems fine. See this come across, then play green cards. They get to untap it. Your last card. They have Abrupt Decay here, and we're killing the Pyromancer. That looks like it. What's going on, Boss Rinko? Yeah, we're starting a little bit early today. There's not a lot of streams going on pre-release weekend. I mean, the good news here is that this means my opponent doesn't have another green spell in hand to untap this Nettle Sentinel, so maybe they're going to miss an attack phase with it. Because Marsh Casualties is one-sided, whereas Toxic Deluge is a symmetrical effect. We play Young Pyromancer in our deck. 10 out of 10 trading with the Dryad Arbor if it gets offered. Otherwise, just taking 2. 3, sorry. All right, Dr. P. Rizzle. A pretty bad spot here. This Deathrite Shaman's going to grind us out a little bit. No attacks. I might be trading this Pyromancer with this Nettle Sentinel. Yeah, when we talk about this card being a stain on Legacy, why does it have 2 defense? Like, who Who thought this card needed a second point of defense? Like, why is that a thing? Honestly, I'm gonna force this. It gives me another elemental token so I can trade with this Nettle Sentinel. You probably thought it should be a 2/2, right? Huh. Yeah, the funniest thing to me, when everyone was like super excited that like WotC was putting together their play design team or whatever, it was like, well, if this is something we're really excited about, the question we should be asking ourselves is, why did it take this long for this to exist? Why did it take, like, have you really been designing Magic for 25 years and didn't feel the need to have a bunch of people actually playtest your stuff? Like, what's been going on? The 25, like, that, like, really explains, like, why Standard got as bad as it did, right? Like, instead, activate, untap, activate. Womp, womp, womp. So, it does seem interesting. I definitely think we would have been a favorite to win the first game in that set had I seen the line to Entomb for Cabal Therapy and take the Nissa out of their hand, or if I would have pressured their Nissa slightly more once we let it resolve. That's true. If you've never read the Glassdoor reviews for Wizards of the Coast as a company, you should go read those. It's kind of terrifying. Nissa Vital Force was the one that they were playing. The 5 drop that untaps a land and makes 5/5 lets them activate Gaia's Cradle multiple times. Yeah, it seems pretty good, right? We did lose to Elves. We got ground out by a couple of Deathrite Shamans. Speak of the Devil. I wonder if it's just Magic players that are prone to cop outs like that. Like, I said their Glassdoor reviews are miserable, and then someone's like, well, aren't all companies' reviews miserable? The same thing happens when you point out something that's terrible in Magic. They're like, man, this thing we should really work on improving this thing. I think it could be better. And then there's like a bunch of responses from people that are like, well, everyone else does this terrible too. It's like, well, just because everyone else sucks at something doesn't mean that you should try and suck at that same thing too. It's like, You could strive to do better. Would love to daze this. Yes, I would love to daze that. We have a Force of Will here. Looks like it. Tilt. It's a good thing there's Griselbrands in our deck, huh? Awkward, picked up the wrong land, kinda. Yep, looking for a Reanimate spell at this point. Oh, look at that. It says the Planeswalker and says the loyalty on it. That's so great. Look at that. Interface improvements. Or elemental token. Just a brainstorm at this point. Looking for a reanimate. Perfect. Put back Entomb Cabal Therapy. Play this, pass the turn. I have Force to protect this as well. This deck seems sweet, Jet. It's got like a lot of some of the same draws going on that Grixis Delver has, while also having an Entomb toolbox in it, which is really sweet. We need them to not have 2 counterspells here. So they don't have 2 counterspells, so we're going to put a Griselbrand into play. I can force the Jace here, too. About that. And like right now, right, we look like Grixis Delver right now, right? Or like Grixis Control. I'm gonna be like end step Entomb, put my black flyer into my crypt. And didn't shuffle my deck, drew the Entomb again here. Reanimate my black flyer. My flyer is bigger than your flyer, opponent. Neener, neener. Neener, neener. Opponent just typed what? Exclamation points in chat. God bless. God bless. Do I draw cards here? No, they have a Creeping Tar Pit. It's probably greedy. Griselbrand. Dude. I mean, I just 5-0'd a thing with, what's it called, right? Chandra Stompy, so like, it's like, hold the phone on writing home about things that may or may not be good based on results that we've seen, okay? It's a good draw. Go ahead and kill this Liliana, the last hope. It's actually just finished processing now. Get that. God bless fiber internet. If you don't have fiber internet, I would recommend moving to a place that does. It's really life-changing. All my stuff is uploaded same day. All right, what you got going on here? They hit like a Snapcaster Mage or their Diabolic Edict. We could actually be in a little bit of trouble here. And don't really care about that, though. This doesn't matter either. I'll bolt this Dorko. We're going to go to 7. We could Entomb for Deep Anal. You're not incorrect there. Doesn't seem like the worst. Alright, just gonna go ahead and pass the turn here. Nah, I'll play a land, why not? Why aren't we deep analing more often? Everybody needs some deep anal! It's really a life-changing experience getting some deep anal. Did I already cast a lightning bolt? I did. So, in the event that this Force of Will doesn't work to protect our Griselbrand, we get 7 looks at a lightning bolt to kill them. Remember that time they forced the Daze on our thing, and they were like, man, they're probably feeling really good right now. Man, that one is not okay. That is not okay, friendo. You have a Diabolic Edict as your other card. Another one. Yeah. Maybe I should have forced the Brainstorm. It's possible I should have forced the Brainstorm. One more bolt in our deck. I don't get 8 looks, I only get 7, because this attacks us. Guess I can also theoretically hit a Brainstorm. If you attack in, the Death Touch kills the Griselbrand before you gain life. It could draw cards. So you are incorrect, chat. They just didn't attack. They just didn't attack. Alright, well, I'm glad I didn't concede, I guess. How deep does the rabbit hole go, indeed? Hmm. Oh, that was close. That was close. I feel like this isn't a Daze Force matchup. For those who are unaware of why I did what I did, we were just dead. We were dead on board. We were dead on board. We're dead on board in 3 different ways. Oh, Twitch chat. Oh, Twitch chat. They had... Oh, Twitch chat. And then how do we win the game from there? How do we win the game? Okay, maybe I'm wrong and we're not dead on board, but how do we win the game from there? Like, opponent trades their thing for our thing, and we go to 9, and then they hit us for 5. We could reanimate a Baleful Strix. We're still ridiculously far behind. Maybe we could attack it and trade and then reanimate a Baleful Strix. I mean, that being said, like, they should have just attacked us with the Tombstalker and killed us, right? But like, after they punt, what are our lines there? This is certainly a Dark Confidant matchup. Painful Truth matchup. There's only one more bolt in the deck. They kill us with Deathrite Shaman in 2 turns if we don't attack. Activate Deathrite Shaman, we're dead. I think this is a force out matchup, but I also don't 100% know that we're supposed to do that in this deck. Ugh. Guess I'll keep this. Good as anything else. I think MTG bot is dead. Someone took MTG bot out back and shot it. I agree with the assessment that we were less dead than I implied. We had lines that could make us not dead on board. But I think we're in a pretty terrible spot regardless. I have Marsh Casualties in hand. Play this out. And the bolt was pretty far away. Yeah, I think the only out that game was actually getting to the bolt. Marsh Casualties was the black card out of our opponent. We have one on our board as well. We lost to Elves in the first round of this league. Turn it away now. Sure. Can I draw a Reanimate spell? Maybe. Draw a Dank Confidant. I'm going to put back this and Bolt. We know they have land Kolaghan's command. They probably don't just want to play the Confidant out here. Look, I've probably been playing too much Vintage. Good Entomb and end step here. If they want to Flusterstorm this, I'm okay with that. We know they have Flusterstorm, Kolaghan's Command, Baleful Strix in hand, and then 3 cards we don't know at this point. Hopefully this Flusterstorm is enough to keep this Dank Confidant alive. Hopefully they don't just play a Liliana and just body us. The truth isn't always nice. Great. Bobby's gonna get to flip over Griselbrand here. Bobby's gonna get to flip over Griselbrand here. Who's excited to flip a Griselbrand to this Dark Confidant? I know I am! Oh, just a Brainstorm. So unlucky. Start with Ponder? Really want any of those cards, right? Oh, I guess I could probe into Therapy. That's pretty good here, right? A liar. I want those cards. No. What a dirty, rotten liar, that Hoagland. What a hogland. Just lying to the people's faces. Alright, so we've got Deluge, and we've got, Deluge, Strix, Edict. Get on a Brainstorm here, see what we find. Push. Back for now. Crack this fetch, see what this Ponder yields. Kind of looking for like a Deathrite Shaman, right? Don't really want any of those. That would be good if, at least Bob got to draw 1 card, I suppose. Ugh. Cantrip to start. That's true. Guess he is pretty forced to kill the Dark Confidant with the Deluge. Ugh. Well, so much for that plan. I think we're up a creek without a paddle here, with the addition of Nile Spellbomb to the table. Or that we were live to draw like Reanimates or Brainstorms into nonsense. We didn't have any blue mana. I had tapped Volk, Bulk, Underground Sea. We cast a bunch of cantrips last turn. All right, Dr. P. Rizzle. I'm basically just casting this Reanimate as a hey, get your Nile Spellbomb off the table, plus make an Elemental. Pretty dead here. We know the top 2 cards of our deck, and they're not pretty. Tilt. All right. I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer. We're hanging out, trying this interesting Grixis Pyromancer Reanimator thing in Legacy. If you're enjoying what you see and you're new here, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, you want to support me a little bit past that, there's a couple different ways you do that. The best way is by subscribing on Twitch. It is currently September on Twitch, so it's a promotion for all new subscribers, and all channels are half off this month. And you can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland to PayPal at checkout with them, you'll get 8% off of all of your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using code Jeff5, you can save 5% on your orders of Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards at CoolStuffInc.com. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on all of your purchases on their website for custom playmats and sleeves and mouse pads and stuff like that. You can upload your own custom artwork or select from a wide range of arts that they have to choose from on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com, they offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. And using code Hoagland7, you can save 7% on all of your rentals with them. At any rate, our third match in our league has popped here. It'll be on the draw against MTG VODs. Make it rain with the donation. LeClaire, Randy, I want to see Jeff go through a pauper league with good old Tron. Oh, lordy. Do you have a 4-color Tron list? LeClaire, Randy? Oh, you sent me one. You sent me one. Look at you. God bless. Let's open that up. That looks great. That looks great. Let's download the crap out of that one. This opening hand's pretty good. Got the old Probe Therapy combo in it here. Got Deathrite Shaman on one. Good old We Could Be Grixis Delver type hand, which is definitely a leg up to a deck like this, right? Like, it just looks like, other decks. Force is actually a great draw here, because there's a non-zero chance our opponent could be Storm, which, like, kind of makes me want to probe on turn 1, but the fact that I drew a Force means I'm less worried about that. We are forcing my Deathrite Shaman. Okay. Sure. Boss Cranko 5 with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a Dr. P. Rizzle of their own. Just want to force that. How much removal is in their hand? Bolt, Dr. Peasy. Okay. That's... Hopefully they don't draw a red source here. Real talk, when you play your matches, always learn a lot and enjoy your commentary. P.S. Asking for a refund unless Bob flips a Griselbrand. Bobby! Alright, so let's go ahead and cast this through a Daze. And let's cast this Cabal Therapy, which is a thoroughly messed up magic card. Take their Lightning Bolt away that we know they still have. Look at how easy it is when you can see what you're typing. Fatal Push, Pyromancer. Well, they can't cast the Fatal Push, right? God, it's so ridiculous how great that is. It's so simple. It's all I needed out of life. Thank you, Magic Online. I appreciate you. Oh, I missed a point of damage. Clicked right through the attack. Is this my final league for the day? No, probably not. Ah, rats! They hit the black source right off the bat. And now they'd be at 14, which is actually a turn difference on the clock because I clicked through my combat step there. There might have been an argument. There might have been an argument for taking their Fatal Push away and leaving them with a Pyromancer, since this could potentially find an answer to their Pyromancer. Okay, LOL. Never not more Pyromancers. Exhume. I don't really want them to have that, and I don't want the rest of these cards. Let's shuffle that. Storm, sign me up. How much do I have to donate for Tron next, or is it too late? Well, LeClaire Randy just donated for Pauper Tron, so I think we're gonna do that. It's been a while since we've tried Pauper. Might be fun to do the fumblings around. Which kind of Tron, Pimped Up Monk? Legacy or Modern? Maybe we'll let people vote, and whichever one loses, I'll do on Tuesday. Which type of Tron are you interested in seeing Tron? Legacy. God bless. All right. Go ahead and do the voting thing. This seems like a grindy matchup, so Painful Truths and K-Command and Dark Confidant, and I think we just board these out. This seems really clean, right? So that makes me feel like it's correct, like the person who designed this sideboard knew what they were doing. Just like 7 awkward cards out, 7 reasonable cards in. And by that, I mean I'm a card short here. Collective Brutality's fine. Alright, Pimped Up Monk. If you ship for the Legacy League, we'll play Legacy Tron tonight. And then LeClaire Randy will get to Pauper Tron Tuesday morning. I probably should look at the Pauper meta a little bit before I dive into it anyways. Saying seems fine. Got a Fatal Push for their Deathrite Shaman. Then a Dr. Peasy of my own. When in doubt, Tron them out. It's fine. I'm just gonna play this and pass. I wanna get value off that probe by having a Pyromancer play when I do it. Wait, do I have mismatched Gitaxian Probes in this deck? God, I am such heathen scum. Man, I don't even know how I keep the saliva in my mouth while I play with these ugly mismatched Gitaxian probes. Always yield. Need a bolt, sure, got an elemental out of it. Ugh, how many times do I have to play against Liliana the Last Hope today? How many times? Too many times. That's how many. Too many times. Hopefully we can brainstorm into Reanimate plus Black Source here. Well, Snipe, enjoy your sword. Must have missed it when your resub came up. Black Source and Reanimate, please. Yay! Magic! I did the thing! I did the thing! Pimped up Monk for that sweet green-black card control. Got him good. Magic, the magic, the magic, the magic. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. I don't. You have a 1-year subscriber gem now. I don't know if it actually lets you resub or not, but you have a thing. You have a thingamahoots. Look, we put a 7/7 demon into play, and it only cost us 2 mana. Y'all should be more excited. It's not that I'm too excited. It's that you all are not excited enough. I need y'all to get hype, okay? Get hyped. Let's gobble up this Liliana the Last Hope. Let's cast this Collective Brutality with 2 modes. Discard plus kill your thing. You discard a card, kill this thing, bin this probe. When you say you're lying again, we're shilling the Deep Anal for Immortal Echoes? Of course we're shilling the Deep Anal for Immortal Echoes. Come on now. Calm down. So they have Snapcaster Bolt. Do I want to draw 7 cards? What kind of question is that? Who am I? Do I want to draw 7 cards? I don't even know who I am, chat. It's just everything is so wrong. I don't even know. There's no one here beside me. Want to draw 7? Of course we want to draw 7 cards. God. Snapcaster Mage. That one. The card that is in your hand. I will take that one away, please. Tilt. That's fine. He did his job, right? All right. Dr. P. Rizzle here. Oh, no, I tapped too many blue sources. Whoops. Trigger. Put this back. Put this back. Play this. Crack the fetch. Underground Sea. Cast this Deathrite Shaman. Cast this Ponder. I don't even know what I'm looking for at this point. Definitely not that one. Definitely not looking to pay life and draw cards. This Bayou is truly, truly wonderful, this Bayou. Let me tell you. We're looking for Exhume, right? Exhume is the card we're looking for at this point. We actually don't have forces in my deck right now. Fun fact, there are no forces in my deck. This Deathrite Shaman gets to gain us life, though, so, like, that's kind of like Christmas. I just gobble this little fine Snapcaster Mage up right here. What if I turn a Young Pyromancer to my hand and make you discard a card? Pyroblast, sure. I'm gonna look at me, and then I'm gonna pay some mana. Hey, look! It's an Exhume. Excellent. Excellent! Only one more land, actually, right? Because the Deathrite Shaman makes mana, technically. Oh no! My opponent doesn't want to play Magic anymore! My opponent didn't want to play Magic anymore. Alright, sweet. We're on the scoreboard here. This deck seems sweet. I definitely punted the first match that we lost. I think the second match, we had a mixture of, like, running a little bit bad and maybe the matchup not being great. But the first match against Elves, I definitely, like, took the ball and kicked it firmly across the field to my opponent. Got a lot going on. It's got, like Young Pyromancer is the sweetest thing you can be doing in Grixis Delver anyways. And it's got, like, a lot of the Grixis Delver, like, nut draw type things and disruption, while also getting to, like, randomly put Griselbrand into play. So I think I'm on board. I think if you're looking for something kind of sweet to do in Legacy and you have Delver, you should just do this. Legacytron. This is the version of Legacytron I'm happy with, I think. We're going to be doing this next, I believe. Alright, got our fourth victim here. First, Nice firm punts. You know what? You like to punt firmly into some deep anal. You want to punt firmly into the deep anal. This is a keep. It's like medium minus hands that Brainstorm makes keepable. The format. Just shuffle two of these lands away. This hand is great. So for those that are unfamiliar with Legacy, Brainstorm makes hands like this keepable because we get to put two cards from our hand back on top of our deck. So on our next turn, we're going to cast this Brainstorm off this Volcanic Island, and then we'll put two of these lands back, and then we'll crack this fetch land to shuffle those lands away. Opponent should not shuffle with their Ponder. Could be another Deathrite Shaman Mirror. Could be a Storm matchup. I'm going to play this first so this Brainstorm doesn't get dazed. Another Reanimate isn't particularly exciting, but I think it's better than keeping a land at this point. We did hit a Probe, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and grab Badlands here. I'm going to probe my opponent, and then we can therapy something out of their hand. They are playing Storm. This is going to be a 2-for-1. Sweet. You just take the petals out of their hand here. Do I just take their petals and then force this Brainstorm? Who likes naming petal and then forcing Brainstorm? What do we think? No, probably not Rattleballs. We like that? Yeah, I think let's take the Lotus Petals. And then force the Brainstorm. No, so like the thing is, and this is like a small nuance about playing against Storm. The Storm deck is really good because they play discard. So like they're gonna wait, especially now that they've seen our hand, they're gonna wait to go off with Ad Nauseam until they can strip our hand. So the goal is to stop them from ever setting up, basically. I guess I shouldn't cross out that Trop yet, they haven't played it yet. And, like, their hand's really pretty awkward. So, like, forcing the Brainstorm to stop them from making their hand less awkward seems appealing. They'll duress or Cabal Therapy before they do that. Ponder. Yeah, Ponder can resolve. Ponder doesn't let them get awkward cards out of their hand. That did fill their crypt up nicely for the threshold on Cabal Ritual, though. They choose to shuffle, chose not to shuffle. So probably getting hit by a discard spell next turn. Would really like to hit a creature here so we can flash this back. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. So here's the question. Do I force this Brainstorm? Their hand right now is Past in Flames, Ad Nauseam, Cabal Ritual. So, like, is hiding cards that good here is the question. Like, I could probably just name Cabal Ritual and hit Cabal Ritual. Their hand does really suck. You're not wrong. They did not shuffle. Yeah, I feel like they're probably going to strip this force anyway, so let's just force the Brainstorm. And, like, the question here is, do I want to take the mana or do I just want to take the Ad Nauseam? I probably want to take the mana. The problem with taking the mana is that if there's a Cabal Ritual on top of their deck, they actually get to just combo us next turn with Ad Nauseam. But with 14 life, the Ad Nauseams, yeah, I'm going to take the Cabal Ritual. Yeah, they had a Therapy in their hand. Okay, so their hand is Past in Flames, Cabal Therapy. It's possible we're supposed to take the Ad Nauseam there. Possible we're supposed to take the Ad Nauseam there. Go ahead and reanimate my Pyromancer. They know our last card here, so you do you, opponent. What'd you draw, friendo? Dark Ritual, yep. It's a decent one to find. Howdy, OKO. the more we hit them with these Pyromancers too, the worse this ad nauseum in their hand becomes. What's going on, Nick? Yeah, Sunday is Magic Day. Sure. Okay. So we're dead, right? No, they don't have a therapy. Or they don't have a tutor, right? Yeah, they have 3 probes. They're gonna have plenty of storm counts, which will make them pay an extra here and then pass. I wanted to wait and see maybe they flash back their rituals in the wrong order and I get them on the Cabal ritual, but opponent played it well. Opponent gets to ad nauseum here if they want, off of 12 life. We could die off of 12 life. It's possible I'm not supposed to Daze to not give them storm count. They need a tutor and an LED. There's the tutor. They're dead to an LED. Why are you still flipping cards? Alright, they figured it out. Alright, not gonna sit here while my opponent vigorously masturbates. Next game. You could technically play Standard on Magic Online tomorrow, but it's really difficult to get cards that early. This is an Elesh Norn matchup. Fatal Push and Lightning Bolts out matchup. How are we supposed to board here? Look, it's kind of like pooping. Everybody masturbates. I don't think that's a children's book though. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Are we supposed to? Are we supposed to cut the reanimation plan? Oh, that can't be right. Maybe this isn't a Dark Confidant matchup if I'm leaving in force. Mick, what about a zoo called Everybody Spanks a Monkey? Oh, that poor monkey. That poor bad monkey. I have no idea if Iona is something this deck wants. Let's try this. I think the Dark Confidants are fine when there's one Griselbrand in your deck. When you have a bunch of 5-drops in your deck too, though, it seems kind of not great. Like when we boarded in Bob earlier, we cut all the forces. Grab UC here, cast the Deathrite Shaman. Laying dibs to the copyright. This is gonna be a new staple. Yeah, kind of. But, like, you want to be using your, like, ponders and stuff to be, like, doing things proactively in these matchups a lot of the time. A little awkward because I'm looking for a land. But, like, I don't have a blue card now. Hopefully my opponent can't kill me through a surgical next turn. Good chance they can. I don't know why his head is a tomato, but the hair on the palms is great in that picture, Tom. That's fantastic. Am I dead? All right. We're going to board out. We're going to board out the Reanimator package after this. Let's take their Gitaxian probes away here. Sweet! We got one out of their hand. Value. Multiple ground seals. That's some hot technology. Flusterstorm? Opponent, I'm not smart. Oops. Because I knew we had that surgical. All right, let's take a screenshot of Rooney here. Exhume does still work through ground seal. You are correct. All right, Deathrite Shaman, you've been upgraded to a squire, and by that I mean let's cast this with kicker. Oh, that's not what I want to do. That's not how I want to kick that. All right, drain, discard. There we go. Click you, discard this. Trigger my Pyromancer. Dr. P says, nothing, you idiots. Dr. P's dead. He's locked in my basement. All right, take your Brainstorm away because the rest of your hand is kind of medium. Don't have any sweepers in their deck, so we can just go as wide as we please here. Almost every mechanic in Magic is kicker in some way, shape, or form, right? Like, Infernal Tutor for Dark Ritual here, I guess is pretty good. Welcome to my life. Enjoy your stay. All right, opponent. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, opponent. I'm gonna hit the auto pass button. Hope for the best here. Is this what a giggly 3-year-old sounds like? Is this what a giggly 3-year-old sounds like? Womp, womp, womp. We're dead. Alrighty, let's drop Ski Poo. Obviously, nowhere near as good as Chandra Tribal. Not nearly as good as Chandra Tribal. Let's play one of the most consistent decks in Legacy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's load up Legacy Tron, shall we? And my wife knows the Tron song. Look at that.